Hey, good morning again, guys, or good afternoon, depending on when you're going to be looking at this video on our YouTube channel. Welcome back. I am Ricardo, your good friend that's been going through a transformation. All right. Started this transformation a few weeks ago with the title Water Transformation Experience. And so I've posted videos, so you definitely see how I looked at the beginning of this excursion. And then in the midway, I posted another video showing my weight decreasing from about 197.6 to 187.6 or somewhere there. And then took some time off from posting videos because I really had to buckle down on this transformation, um, and put things in perspective because I really wanted to be successful. And so today, a few weeks later, you're looking at what I've accomplished today. So the last time I posted a video, I was at about 186, 187 pounds or somewhere there. And today I'm very happy to share with you that I'm now about 176. And you can see, even I see the features, so much so that last night I went home and I shaved the beard and got it down to this, just to kind of show that my face is definitely down in size, and then my physique, it's absolutely wonderful. Now, I'm gonna pretty much maintain the diet I'm on right now, and I'm going to share with you how I eat, okay? And just realistically, there are tons of videos on these channels. People, go through their diet, their plans, and everything else, and all this wonderful stuff. But this is really a simple thing to make a life change for health, and um, to help you to look a lot better than you did before you took your health in control. So, how did I do what I do? Well, I started off this journey by going to the gym anywhere from 5 to 6 days a week. And when I go to the gym, I typically start off with cardio, which means I may do 30 minutes on the treadmill, and I run anywhere from 2 miles plus, and that's daily, or I may do the bike, and the bike I do however number of miles, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 miles on the bike, whatever I can squeeze in within 30 minutes, because I try not to go over an hour of workout time in the gym, because my schedule, it's actually very hectic. I do a lot of things, but I really wanted to get a hold on my diet, because I realized that when I started going to the gym aggressively again at the earlier part of this year, um, things things weren't working the way I wanted it to work. I was having severe headaches after running. During running, I could my breathing was not being regulated like it was supposed to. Just a bunch of things that just wasn't snapping. I was having knee pains and joint pains and just a lot of stuff, because I wasn't healthy. I was going to the gym, but I wasn't healthy. Then, I was lifting heavy, and I was doing all these things because I really wanted to get more definition, and I really was not seeing the results. And so, in doing the research, I realized that my body mass index, or BMI, had to be decreased in order for me to really begin to feel a sense of accomplishment. And so, in realizing that I want to decrease my body mass index, and I wanted to do it in a reasonable time, I researched methods of decreasing body mass indexes, and came across the water diet, which some people do it and it's very aggressive, and they end up with stretchy skin, and they just don't look right. I mean, they lose the weight, but they just don't look right. And so, I said, okay, what I'm gonna do in order to cut a lot of the weight initially, I did an aggressive 1 week water fast. During that 1 week, I just had water. Day 3 or 4 was brutal, because on those days I was having headaches. I just wanted to stay in bed, just really didn't feel like doing anything. But once I got over that threshold, it was smooth sailing. I started running again at the gym, and this is while I was doing the fasting, working out. But I wasn't overexerting myself. I was just doing that to keep my heart rate up, and I was lifting just to kind of maintain, you know, definition. All right. And so week one, I lost 2 pounds a day. So I lost 14 pounds during the first week, because I'm counting 6 to 7 day increments, so about 14 pounds, which I felt great. So I said, okay, you know what, I'm going to continue to go. But as I continued on that journey, I realized that I wanted to eat. So I was eating chicken, I was eating crabs, I was eating seafood, I was eating. I was never really a pork eater or a beef eater or red meats, but I was just eating eggs and cheese and, you know, stuff like that. And you know, and the thing is, once you get on this health path, you begin to realize the good and the pros and cons in what you're doing. And I realized that, okay, so I was eating those things once a day, drinking the water, but I wasn't eating the right things. And you guys saw the next video that I did, where I think it was a day before Independence Day. I emptied my refrigerator, emptied the pantry, and just tossed all that stuff in the garbage. Chicken and just a whole bunch of stuff. I tossed it out, you know, and I said, okay, I'm really gonna do this diet thing because I'm on this health trip, you know, because in my particular family, there are a lot of health complications, diabetes, hypertension, just a whole bunch of stuff, joint issues and stuff. And I said, at this age of my life, knock on staring, I've never really had any significant health concerns or health scares. I mean, there's some things that happened, right? But you know, I was able to bounce back. But I wanted to be healthy, and so I decided to make a change from eating meat, dairy products, anything that had blood in it, so to speak, and it's transitioning over to a vegan or a plant-based diet. Something that I've always wanted to do, but just didn't think I could make it. And so that day when I emptied the refrigerator, that was the moment that I made up in my mind that I'm going to do this transition for the better good. Because I was even looking at research where I saw people who changed their diets within 2 weeks. You know, their medications were either eliminated or decreased, and just, you know, aches and pains didn't happen anymore. And I said, man, I want to be like that. You know, I want to live forever. So you know, I made the decision, and since then I've slipped maybe once or twice, but the slipping wasn't eating the bad stuff. It was eating when I should not have eaten, like maybe eating late at night or eating too much, you know, when it was supposed to be one meal. And so I had to really discipline myself, and I think that's where I kind of went dark, you know, disappeared a little bit from broadcasting, because I wanted to really get into this stuff. But you know, and I realized over the last couple of days that I look thinner. You know, I feel lighter on my feet. My runs are just phenomenal. I'm able to run 2 to 3 miles without even taking a breath. 20 minutes, maybe less, and I'm moving. Okay, my workouts, I'm increasing in intensity and in repetitions, and it just feels great. I'm sleeping better at night. I have a lot of energy. I mean, tons of energy. You know. Just wonderful. And this is what I've done also. I've eliminated all dairy products. I've eliminated any types of food that any animals. I don't eat animals. I don't eat chicken. I don't eat fish. I don't eat shrimp. I no longer eat crabs. I never ate pork. I never ate beef. So I don't eat any animals or any animal-based products. I just don't. And I mean, do your research. What's for me may not be for you, you know, and I'm not going to get into that right now because I'm not a subject matter expert. But what I realize is by us eating these animals, it's actually very it can be considered to be very cruel. I hate to mess up, you guys will love your steaks and all this other stuff, but it's not for me, and not only that, I realized even in going to the bathroom, and I want to gross you out, but when I used to eat all these meats and stuff and I would go to the bathroom, there was a very strong odor, because imagine what you're pushing out. And when I switched over, and I noticed this literally a few days ago, I was like, man, my poop doesn't smell. And then I thought back and I said, well, it's maybe because of how I've changed my diet. I'm eating a lot of plant stuff. I'm eating fruits. I'm eating nuts. Um, um, there are certain seeds and grains that you eat for your omega 3s and your proteins and stuff. I mean, I just went and I bought all this stuff, put them in Mason's jars in my kitchen, raisins and figs and prunes and just brown rice and a lot of legumes and broccoli, cauliflower, small doses of tofu. Oh my god! I just went totally anything from the ground, and I feel great. And I drink a lot of water. No juices, no sodas, no salts, no, just the natural flavor of the food that I'm consuming, and I feel great. And so I wanted to share this video with you guys, man, to let you know that I've progressed and I've been successful. I made it to 176 in body weight. And I don't know if you can tell that I'm a lot smaller. Look at this video, go back to the other videos, and you will definitely tell that there's a difference in my overall appearance. And I look better. It's funny, it's funny because I went to the office this morning and I shaved yesterday, so it's a clean shave. And my coworkers were just like, "Oh my God, you have lost so much weight. Your belly is flat," and I felt good, and I can see it that it's flat because I'm down to the last hole in my belt, and I may need to get another belt that's a small sizer, a size smaller. Wow, can't talk, because now I'm at well, I was at a 32, but this is very loose, so I'm less than a 32 right now. And I can really just tell it feels great, guys, and gals. It feels wonderful to lose the weight, and look good. So they were just saying like, man, you really lost the weight. One coworker came over and said, please don't lose anymore. But and I hear what she's saying, but I'm not doing this for anyone else. I'm doing this because I, I realize we're living in a society where all the bad things are so easily accessible, and all the unhealthy things are so easily accessible, and we gravitate to that because it's comforting, it's easier to get to, and it may be a little bit more cost effective, but it's not worth risking your life, getting all these diseases and sicknesses, and I just didn't want to be a part of that statistic, and so I made a change, and I'm doing great. So now my focus is to continue with the diet, continue working out, and motivating each and every one of you that have ever contemplated making a change in your diet. And it's real simple. I didn't do anything expensive, didn't do Jenny Craig, Slim Fast, none of that stuff. And you know what? And a lot of people say, well, for the water, you want to drink spring water. Hey, I drink the water from the tap, or I fill it up at a cooler. I don't go out and spend, what is it, $4.99, $3.99 for a case of water. I mean, sometimes I do get it, but it's not an expense I'm willing to acquire, So I just fill my bottle up with water from anywhere, and I keep hydrated, and it works for me. All right. In the next video or so, I'm gonna also share some of the things that I'm not eating. I may even get into the kitchen and show you how I prepare the stuff, so that you can see that it is really, really simple. I did it, and if I did it, you can do it, and we can all just begin to live simpler, healthier lives. All right. So that's all I have for you guys today. If you like the video, please, you know what to do. Just share the video and subscribe to the channel. Help us to get to what YouTube is, expecting us to get to, so that we can continue to produce and share with you great and wonderful content. All right. So until next time, this is Ricardo, saying, listen, man, peace, love, and happiness. You can send me an email to spicegospelnetwork@gmail.com if you have questions, you want to chat to me offline, or just leave a comment right there in the comment section, and I'll respond back to you as quickly as I can. So have a great day, and it's been lovely. Peace.